Big Purple Couch. We are joined here with Pat Whelan. He is running USC candidate. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about your slate, your video that you guys made for the campaign team? We'd love to hear a little bit about it.
Sure, I'm running with Sam Krishnapillai and Amir Eftekkarpour, two amazing candidates. We're really excited to be doing it. We, in terms of the video, we took a slightly different approach, and we tried to sort of, I guess, outline what we were running it for. And it's a little different than most campaign videos, but I think it's paying off. I think it's exciting.
I see that theme seems to run with your whole campaign. We noticed that your platform is very, very traditional. In fact, yesterday you said that your platform is very formal. But do you think, with such a heavy platform, do you think your message is going to get lost to the regular student?
No, I think that's more of a campaign question in the sense that it comes down to communicating, and I think that we're doing that. We're at the booth. We're doing that door-to-door in residence. I think that it's there in full if you're interested, but the way we're disseminating it is very solving problems and things like that. I think it's coming out very well.
Yeah, and that's a really big theme for you. You're all about taking student opinions, student initiatives. You started up that website. All of these initiatives, though, are online. So are you going to have a resource online to access all these other resources that you plan on implementing if you are so chosen for next year's president?
A website to explain websites? It's funny because the university has one like that. It's pretty funny. I think that it's the USC website would be that in the end. The USC's website's getting a redesign right now. It should be up before the end of the campaign time. And I think that that's the place where you would direct these types of queries.
Awesome. Do you want to talk a little bit about these online initiatives? The Compass is one that you've mentioned in your platform, as well as the online forum.
Yeah, absolutely. So the involvement compass that you mentioned first, that is a conversational type, I guess survey is the wrong word, but it's going to be questions and answers to try and figure out exactly what you are. I tried to describe it last night at the debate as like a dating service for students and involvement opportunities. So what you'll see is it'll be, right now the USC's got a little Get Involved tab. That's where you'd be able to find that in the future. We really want to get it into summer academic orientation, so that first years all have a chance to sort of take a look at what life is like at Western before they come. The Idea Forum, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But the Idea Forum is it's like a suggestion box, but with a more social sort of overlay, in the sense that you get to vote for different ideas, you get to comment, you get to discuss. It's pretty amazing. I go home every night and I kind of take a look, and it's great to see some of the cool ideas. And the last sort of, I guess, web-focused one is the idea of an openusc.com, essentially replacing the government section of the USC website, which is really boring. It's just a bunch of linked PDF documents that are all written really jargony. So what I'd like to see is it to be much more accessible in the sense that you can find exactly the conversation and debate you want to find to understand why the USC is making these decisions. It's just increasing our transparency. Transparency is easy to say, oh, we're super transparent, everything's online. If you can't find it and you can't access it, then it doesn't matter.
I know for me, one of the most exciting things in your platform was the Idea Forum. But I want to talk about one of your ideas, and that is you say you want to end Project Learn. Now, I know I've heard students talking about this on campus already, but do you really think that it's possible? Do you really think that London police are going to actually end Project Learn, or is this more of a campaign tactic to get people talking about you?
It's something the USC isn't doing right now, and it's something that affects students in a very serious way. I think it's a long road, but I think it's something that we need to start now. Project Learn is it's particularly aggressive this past year, and that was something that I heard over and over and over again. So it's not just a campaign tactic; it's something that we need to do. We're citizens; we pay taxes. It's important that we're not targeted. And at the same time, like our neighborhoods aren't safe. So why are we? The biggest concern in the student ghetto is noise, as opposed to focusing on things like keeping us personally safe and our belongings safe as well.
And one of the alternatives you were talking about was the Good Neighbor campaign. Now, my question would be: we do live in a university town where neighbors are moving constantly. So how effective do you see this being?
I think that the idea behind this campaign is we would target local London residents in the summer. The USC would say, hey, we're students. We want to be a good neighbor. Help us put a face to the name for students. So the idea being is that encouraging London people to sort of reach out to students when they move in next door. That way it's not, that weird old guy next door. Now it's John and, his son. and you start to have names. And I think that we're not animals, right? Like I think that we want to respect people, but sometimes it's easy. Like you said, we move every year. It's easy to just sort of forget it.
So one thing in your platform that seems to be really big is softing. Why do you think that there's been such an issue between the softing community and the USC and just Western in general in the past few years?
I think it's a communication gap for sure. The OPC, the Orientation Planning Committee, has trouble disseminating that information to the 800 volunteers. So I think one of our platform points was to create what we call the SOF Association. So that's each SOF team would elect one representative. They'd all get together, discuss issues that affecting the community and affecting the volunteers. So not necessarily programming decisions, but how we volunteers are treated and managed. And then having OPC relay with that body. So it'd just be another channel to communicate. I think that the intentions for OWeek are great, just SOFs aren't understanding that. And it's not their fault, it's on the OPC's fault for not communicating.
Definitely. All right, we're going to hit you with the last hard-hitting question. If you had to pick someone from any other slate running, who would you pick and why?
So, okay. So I have to pick any position that
to
be
join
running
your team, yeah?
to join my team. That's a tough question. I gotta think about this a second here. Doesn't matter what position they're running for, right?
Doesn't matter what position.
I think I would take. Okay, I think I'd take Amy Wood.
Okay.
Yeah, I just met Amy this year, and we had a really good time when we went away to the Ontario Undergraduate Student Alliance General Assembly. We had a really good time. She's a critical thinker. She's very different than what we typically see going to USA conferences, and I really enjoyed her perspective.
Wow, nice boost. Nice boost there.
Thank
All
you
right,
for
well.
Thanks for the honest answer.
Next up, we have Team Ashley, who will be coming on stage, and really excited to get her. But thank you very much for your time, and we are looking forward to seeing the rest of the campaign.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
No problem.